The QFS Monday deadline came and went. That's the first thing to clear up this morning. No Federal Reserve collapse, no dollar ceasing to exist, no verified global financial system flip yesterday. And now a new specific date just surfaced, August 25th. So let's walk through what's being said about that, why Iraq's budget timeline is tightening the window for a rate move, the claim that this whole thing could land before October, and what we're genuinely positioned to confirm when something real starts moving. I'm Truman Vale. This is Sentinel's RV/GCR Daily Brief for Tuesday. We've got yesterday's QFS claims checked, the new August 31st target, Iraq's sovereignty deadline creating real pressure, a well-followed voices read on mid-September, and what Wednesday looks like from here. So, yesterday, the claim was Monday, August 24th was the hard deadline. Federal Reserve migration complete, the dollar stops existing, the QFS goes live across 209 countries. ISO 20022 flips the entire banking system in a single coordinated move. As of this morning, the Federal Reserve is still operating, the dollar is still the dollar. No central bank or financial authority issued any statement confirming a global cutover, and we have no verified reports of the kind of seismic financial shift those claims described. It's possible there's behind-the-scenes progress we're not seeing yet, but the claim as stated, with the exact timestamps and the Tier 1 bank revocations and the permanent SWIFT decoupling, did not materialize in any form we can confirm. So we mark it, we move on, and we stay focused on what's actually verifiable. Now the new date that just hit the feeds, and it's August 31st. One voice is saying the plan is for the RV to occur on August 31st, estimating it would be the 107th day of the new Prime Minister's tenure. The same voice is also claiming the US put pressure on Iraq today to speed up the RV to counter money smuggling, and that this timing coincides with US Treasury financial pressure on Iran. Can't verify any of that, not the date, not the US pressure, not the Prime Minister's day count as a trigger. It's a specific claim, it's out there, and we're 5 days away from knowing whether it pans out. Hold it loosely. Separately, there's chatter that Tier 4B notifications started 96 hours before August 25th, which would put the start back on August 20th, with trial redemptions beginning last Thursday. The claim is redemption centers are on standby, dinar, dong, and zim rates are coming into alignment fast, and the midnight window is opening with all systems green. We covered the 5-day window yesterday. It closed with nothing we could verify. This is the same claim with a backstory attached. If trial exchanges actually started last Thursday under NDA, nobody outside that room can say so, which means we're waiting on something public to confirm it. Until then, it's unverified. Let's shift to Iraq because there is a genuinely tightening timeline here that's worth understanding, and it's not guru speculation, it's coming from the structure of their own government calendar. Iraq's finance ministry is prepping the 2027 budget at the fastest possible speed, with agreement between the Prime Minister and the Finance Committee to move it through quickly. The budget is being sent to Parliament for approval starting October through December. And here's the pressure point. One well-followed voice is saying the dinar rate has to change before that budget gets approved, because you can't write a national budget in dinars at the old rate, pass it, and then revalue the currency afterward without the whole thing falling apart. The math doesn't work. So if they're going to move the rate, the claim is it happens before the budget window, which suggests mid to late September as the logical space for it. Can't confirm that's the actual calculus driving their timeline, but the budget prep is real, it's moving, and the October through December submission window is on the record. And separately, September 30th keeps getting named as a historic milestone for Iraq to achieve full sovereignty. That's coming from Iraqi officials, not just community chatter. Full sovereignty means full control over your own money, your own borders, your own military, and the argument being made is that Iraq can't hit that sovereignty mark with a currency rate that's still pegged where it is. Whether that logic is driving real policy decisions inside Baghdad, we don't know. But the dates are real, the budget deadline is real, and the sovereignty milestone is real. Another voice is pointing to September 15th as a potentially significant date, citing a Kurdistan Regional Government Finance Ministry budget proposal submission and expected policy decisions around mid-September that could provide legal certainty for digital asset platforms and blockchain enterprises. Can't verify September 15th as a trigger, but the KRG budget coordination with the federal government has been a sticking point for years, and any movement there is structural progress worth watching. There's also word that the Council of Ministers will approve the ASYCUDA agreement this week. That's the customs and trade data system that Kurdistan and Iraq have been negotiating. If it goes through, that's another piece of economic integration, and it removes one more excuse for delay. We're watching for confirmation that the vote actually happens. And on the U.S. military presence, the claim is a drawdown of U.S. troops is anticipated with key milestones around September 30th, and that the currency rate will change faster before the US leaves. The argument is Baghdad and the CBI won't move the rate while foreign military is still running operations inside the country, so the troop withdrawal and the rate move are sequenced together. Can't confirm that's the actual sequencing, but US troop presence in Iraq has been a live negotiation for months, and September 30th is showing up in multiple contexts as a pivotal date. One more dinar thread, and this one's about how fast this could actually move if it does. One voice is saying that unprecedented acceleration has occurred in the last few months, more progress in the past few months than in the previous 23 years, and that events could occur in September, October, November, or December. Another voice is saying based on the news breaking, the revaluation is coming faster than anticipated, and speculating that it will not go beyond a month, though it could extend into October. So the chatter has consolidated around a September to October window, with some voices saying it could land inside the next few weeks. Can't verify any of it as confirmed timing, but that's where the community's hope is landing right now. Let's talk about the dong for a second, because there's a concrete date 3 weeks out that we can actually verify. Vietnam's upgrade to emerging market status with FTSE Russell is scheduled for September 21st. That one's on the books, confirmed directly from the institution. Vietnam moves from frontier to emerging, and the claim is there are 4 more upgrades lined up over the next year after that. Emerging market status is a real structural milestone, more foreign investment, more liquidity, the currency moving into a higher tier of global markets. The rate impact, if any, we won't know until it happens, but September 21st is the next hard date worth watching for anyone holding dong. And on the ZIM, the standing claim is still that ZIM can only be redeemed at a redemption center, not at a regular bank, and that redemption centers will offer higher rates than banks for dinar contract rates and new wallet account setup. Can't verify any of that as actual policy. We have no confirmed reports of redemption centers operating or scheduling appointments. It's been circulating for days in different forms, and so far nothing concrete. Now you've probably noticed I keep saying can't verify, unconfirmed, holds loosely. And there's a reason for that. This community gets flooded with breathless claims every single day, and our whole job is to pull all of it into one place, tell you what's out there, and keep it honest about what we actually know versus what we're hearing. We forward everything, we endorse none of it. And when something real breaks, numbers genuinely out, banks genuinely taking currency holders, we expect to know early because there are real relationships behind this show. The founder has genuine high-level contacts close to this process, works them personally, and when something starts moving, we intend to bring it to you fast. But until we can actually confirm it, everything here is reported as claim and rumor, held loosely and taken with a grain of salt. Here's the thing nobody's saying out loud, and I'm going to: this community is hunted. Predators watch these feeds, they see the hope and the money people have riding on this, and they come in with scams designed to look exactly like the real thing. So here are the red flags, and if you see any of these, walk away immediately. Anyone charging you money for a QFS wallet, that's a scam. Real or not, the QFS story has never involved you paying an upfront fee to access your account. Anyone selling redemption appointments or asking for your currency serial numbers, your seed phrases, your private keys, or an upfront cut of your exchange, that's a scam. Dozens of fake channels impersonate well-known names in this space. The real figures never DM you first, and they never ask for money in a private message. And if you've already lost money to one of these, I'm sorry, report it inside Telegram if it happened there, report it to the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov, or to the FBI at ic3.gov. And do not pay a recovery service that contacts you promising to get your money back. That is the same predators coming back for round 2. If something's circling your chats and you're not sure whether it's real, send it to the tip line at GCR Sentinel.com. We'll check it out, and if it's a scam, we'll warn everyone, no names needed. I'd rather kill a scam before it reaches you than say sorry after. And speaking of the tip line, we are actively building the intel desk, and if you know something, we want to hear from you. Maybe you work at a bank. Maybe you're in Iraq, Vietnam, Zimbabwe, anywhere near the process. Maybe you're in government, in finance, close to someone who is. Bring it to us, become a confidential source. 2 ways to reach us. The tip line at GCRSentinel.com, where you can leave your name and email completely blank so even we don't know who you are. Or in the app, tap the little question mark in the top right corner and Intel Provider Inquiry is right there. We never publish your name. We never publish a tip you tell us not to. Confidential information is used for one purpose: to help confirm or knock down the claims that reach us, so your intel protects everyone even when it never goes public. This community deserves one central hub where everything gets vetted honestly, and you can help us build it. So here's what Wednesday looks like. The QFS Monday deadline came and went with nothing verified. August 31st just surfaced as a new specific target. We're 5 days out from knowing if that one lands. Iraq's budget timeline is tightening the window, with the October through December submission creating real pressure for a rate move in September if the structural argument holds. September 30th is still being named as the sovereignty milestone. September 15th is being floated for KRG budget coordination and mid-September policy decisions. The Dong upgrade is 3 weeks out on September 21st. And there's still the standing claim that Tier 4B is already moving money and redemption centers are staffed, unverified, but it's out there. Can't tell you it's happening this week. Can tell you the chatter has consolidated around a September window, the structural deadlines are real, and we're watching every contact and every channel. When something genuinely breaks, you'll hear about it here first thing Wednesday morning. GCR Sentinel is live now on the App Store and Google Play. Search GCR Sentinel on your phone, or head to gcrsentinel.com and we'll point you straight there. Free download and VIP membership is free right now. Turn on those custom notifications, pick the gurus you follow, the currencies you hold, the kinds of claims you care about, and the moment something you're watching drops, it's on your phone. You're not waiting on the next show, you're in the loop the second it lands. And look, if this saved you time this morning, a like and a follow genuinely helps. The bigger this gets, the more people with real information start bringing it here, and that improves what you get back from us. We're building this together. I'll see you Wednesday morning. We don't take days off, the intel doesn't stop, so neither do we. Stay smart, stay hopeful, and don't get swept away by any single claim. Talk soon.